hand and we'll get the mic to you.
What did you take a look at after the Alabama game, and what can you guys improve on in terms of getting off the field there on third down?
I think just as a defense, just executing better. I think it's just leverage issues. It's one thing that I took away. I'd probably say just that. Yeah, executing to a high level and just leveraging on third down. Especially a quarterback.
Yeah. So after this loss, over the years, there's so much sometimes invested in the Alabama game, and maybe it's hard to move on. What's the overall collective feel of the team now moving forward to try to win 10 games and do some of those things?
I mean, well, of course, after you lose a game, you don't feel good. But I think where we're headed right now with these last 3 games is just chasing improvement, making sure that we're playing better than we played last week, better than we played 2 weeks ago, better than we played 3 weeks ago, and just chasing improvement. Yeah.
How do you guys feel like you've emotionally handled all the injuries that have kind of come to your defense and kind of fight through those?
I mean, we always talk about a next man up mentality. So, when somebody go down, the next man got to step up. And, that's the way it is on every team for real, as it should be on every team. And that's the same way with us. That's kind of what we had, that next man up mentality.
Yeah, as far as the defensive coaching staff and D-line in particular, I mean, you guys have had a lot of different coaches this year.
Yeah.
What is that like, and how do you take a little bit from each one of them?
I mean, I think each one, has their own, thing that they bring to the D-line room. But at the end of the day, technique, executing, and just whipping the man in front of you. And in a way, we try to, use all these coaching to try to just do that. That's our main goals.
When you have a quarterback kind of have his way running the football against a defense like that, how do you guys kind of take that and respond the next week when you get to take the field?
I mean, of course, we just go back, we watch film, we see, for the coaches, they see, things they could have done better to put us in better positions. And then for the team, it's just, seeing what we could have done better within the call to, to make that happen. And, yeah, I mean, for real, that's really it, just taking film and then going back to the next practice field and doing it again.
How is this first season here with LSU and the SEC kind of going for you?
I like it. Yeah, I love it here at LSU. I think I'm developing really good as a player, improving every week. And that's all I can ask for as a player is just making sure I'm improving every week, making sure I'm always a plus factor for the defense and just, doing my job and whipping the man in front of me. So, yeah.
I know you played in big environments before, but, a game like LSU versus Alabama, what did you kind of take away from that? And you got another one coming up with Florida coming into town for another.
Yeah. I mean, that's one to remember for sure. Growing up watching LSU playing Alabama and then, being in that environment and actually doing it, it was a little surreal at the beginning. So, yeah, it was definitely a dope experience. It was one I was looking forward to.
You got a lot of young guys on your team who have kind of been thrust, like you said, that next man up mentality.
Mm-hmm.
How have you kind of led them through these experiences?
Man, I just tell them just cool, calm, and collected. That's what I'm saying. Just cool, calm, and collected. Don't let the moment be too big. Don't let the moment be too small. You got your job, execute, and get things done.
We were just talking to Kiron.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, different side of the ball, but what have you seen out of him in terms of, the drops and then kind of overcoming those and keeping his head on and focus moving forward?
It's like I said before, it's just, chasing improvement, and that's something that he's done, for real. I mean, we can always talk about, what he should have done and stuff like that, but, he had a really big catch for us in the game, got us in the end zone when we really needed it. And, that's an example of a dude that, doesn't let the moment get too big, doesn't let the moment get too small, and just chase improvement. And, he comes in and makes a play for us, and that's what we need from all of our dudes.
He was talking to us about the challenges of social media today. If you would have 3 sacks, I'm sure you'd want to maybe go read social media and the compliments. But then when things don't go well, Do you have to avoid it, and how can that affect your mentality if you go and read that stuff?
I mean, for me, I kind of try to stay away from social media, like, you know, during the week, stuff like that. You know, people say different things. People don't know what we're doing in the building. They say all types of stuff. So for me, it's what matters. You know what I'm saying? My team, playbook, the game plan, and at the end of the day, it's, you know, the right opinion, getting the opinions from the people that matter for real. And, you know, social media, you know, it can be a distraction, and that's something I try not to let happen. And I feel like, you know, I'm confident in my game because of that. You know what I'm saying? I kind of like have my own little space, if that makes sense. Yeah.
What about Florida is kind of sticking out to you as you guys prep for them and some things offensively that they do well?
They do a lot of motions and shift, eye candy. They got great players. So, you know, just managing all that, making sure our eye discipline is correct. And I think that's one of the biggest things going into this game is eye discipline and just handling all the motions and shifts and, you know, different types of, like, eye candy plays that they have and stuff like that. Mm-hmm.
Any more questions? Good.
All right. Yep.